Saturday, November the 15th. It is Paddy Power Gold Cup. Cheltenham is very busy, and I've got out this BMW 120 Sport on loan from Cotswold BMW Cheltenham. Thank you very much, Darren and Matthew, for making this happen. So we have it's been out about a year now, the facelift BMW 1 Series. It's got the newer style BMW grille. I like that. I think the newer grille looks nicer than the old BMW 1 Series. I had a 118i actually out from BMW 3 years ago. I was reading through my notes, and this 120 is pretty similar, same engine, but just with some hybrid tech on it as well. You come down the side, you can see that this current generation 1 Series hasn't changed much from the outgoing one. So this one, as I say, has been around since 2024. I think it's a pretty nice shape. This size car suits us well. We've got a Golf, which is an ideal size car for us. It's a 68 reg, great car, but it's getting on a bit. So I almost bought a year-old A-Class Mercedes a few months ago, and now I'm looking at a BMW 120, which is similar to the A-Class Mercedes, Audi A3, all that sort of car. So yeah, I think they're pretty nice. Around the back, they haven't really changed much. Obviously, you've got different badging on the back here. I want to show you the boot. One downside of this car is the boot. It's only 300 litres, this boot. So that's actually smaller than a Polo, or smaller than my Seat Ibiza. And the reason for this smaller boot is this. You don't have any underfloor, you've got a tiny bit there, but that's where the battery sits. So the car has a 48 volt battery, which helps the economy and it boosts the power a bit, but it doesn't mean you lose the boot space. So the engine is a 1.5 3-cylinder. It now puts out 168 horsepower. In total, it's 153 just on petrol, but with the battery assistance it's 168. Does 0 to 60 in 7.6 and averages 53 miles per gallon, which is pretty good. So it's a good all-rounder sort of small family car, and I'm not a fan of SUVs, so as I said before, for us, 2 kids and a dog, a small border terrier, this size car actually fits perfectly well into our life. So that's the outside. I want to show you the inside, the interior now a bit, and I want to do some driving impressions of the car as well. So let's talk about the interior now. This is the base. It's the 120 Sport. I did ask for the MSport, which has got the body kit and is £2,000 more. So this car costs about 31,500, 32,000 with the grey metallic paint, which I think is pretty good value. I'd be looking at a second-hand one, Cotswold BMW Cheltenham. They've got a lot around 26, 27,000. And the big change on this car compared to the 2022 118i that I had out on test is the new BMW infotainment system. A lot of journalists don't like it because they say it doesn't have traditional dials and knobs, and I get that, but I've only had the car for half an hour and I'm learning it pretty quickly. So I can control this screen using voice control, obviously on here. The steering wheel is really nice. It is a thick rim, like a lot of BMWs, but it's not too thick. If I had the M Sport, it would have a slightly more plush interior and it would have an M Sport steering wheel, this sort of thing. But for the base model, I think it's pretty nice. The plastics are a bit cheap, some of them, compared to, as I say, the older gen. I think it had better plastics. The screen is intuitive to use, so most of the time I just drive on Apple CarPlay like that. There's my Apple CarPlay. Again, I can scroll through everything on Apple CarPlay, or if I want to go down back to the home button, I can just do that and I'm back on my home button. You've got dual zone, separate climate control. That's easy as well. And again, I can control it with the voice control here. One thing about this car, and I don't know why they cheap out on this BMW, our Golf has got rear vents. This car has got no ventilation in the rear, which isn't great when you're carrying around teenagers and a dog. So that would be a demerit, a default mark for the car. I default it for no rear vents and smaller boot. So I'd have to think carefully about that. Coming down to the bottom, yeah, I still wish they I know it's automatic, I still wish they had a nice lever. You get used to it straight away, but there's no lever anymore. So This is obviously a 7-speed automatic gearbox, really nice gearbox, very quiet car, very easy to drive, and you can change your modes here through the usual. You can have Eco Pro when you're on the motorway, you want good fuel economy, you can put it in sport, you can have it in normal, so it's very easy. And you can adjust your volume here, that's quite nice actually. That feels like nicely knurled metal, so I like that. Yeah, why don't we take it for a drive? So I've talked about the interior of the car already, and you can see again a bit more. I've got my aircon on here. Yeah, the interior is really nice, and to drive the car, it is a BMW, so it has got firmer suspension, and it sits on 18-inch rims. I wouldn't go any bigger than an 18-inch alloy on this car because I'm always scared witless of curbing my alloys, and I quite like the 18-inch alloy design. And if you get the MSport, which I say this is the Bogo standard sport, the MSport will have a body kit which will make the car look nicer as well. But the MSport is 33.5 new, and this is 31.5. So it really depends on your priorities. This is a very nice interior to live with. And for the performance, it's pretty good. I'm just having a short go in the car, so I'm not going to drive it fast or anything. Obviously, it's race weekend in Cheltenham, it's very busy. But I have driven the previous model with 136 horsepower. This has got 170, and even just pulling away, you can see it's got plenty of power if you want it. It just pulls really nicely. There it goes. So 0 to 60, 7.6. Very refined on the motorway as well. But again, one thing that I prefer on my Golf to these 1 Series is that the Golf's got automatic cruise control as standard, which I love. So in the Golf, I'll just set it to 70 miles an hour, and it'll just hold a distance from the car ahead. I don't know how you get automatic cruise control on these. You'll have to go into one of the packs, and they get quite expensive. So it's a bit of a demerit there, that I think that they should really have automatic cruise control on all BMWs like this. £31,500 car, I'd like to see it more available and not as part of an expensive pack. So that's it really. I could take it down the motorway. I don't really have time, but I can report to you that it's very refined. It'll do 53 miles per gallon, and I've got no reason to doubt that. So on this quite murky afternoon in Cheltenham, I'm going to say traditional German farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, vielen Dank.